Dan. Welcome to my next science video on YouTube, or any other thing, depending on where it gets to. Probably not past YouTube, so YouTube. So, what we're going to be doing here is making a lava lamp using everyday things, mostly. In fact, yeah, everyday things. What you're going to need is 1 cup of water, which I've cleverly already put inside here. You're also going to need as much vegetable oil as you can, basically to fill up the bottle as much as you can. You're also going to need a bottle to put the water and the vegetable oil in. You're going to need a funnel because the water and the vegetable oil are quite tricky to get into the bottle. You're going to need some Alka-Seltzer tablets because they work the best I've found. You're going to need some blue food colouring. And you're going to need a massive pile of gummy bears because this takes some time and I'm really, really hungry. Side note, don't eat in the labs. But I'm not in a lab, I'm in my house, so I'm just gonna... Anyway, what you need to do is, obviously once you poured all that in there, it's going to take maybe half an hour, I suppose. It will take a couple of minutes to settle down so that you can see a clear divide in between oil and in between water. And then add your blue food colouring and it should just sink to the bottom and mix with the water. It should be fine, it'll be fine. It works when I do, so it should probably work when you do it, otherwise it'd be a really bad video, wouldn't it? Then you're going to need your Alka-Seltzer. And what this is going to do is create a reaction with the water, because Alka-Seltzer reacts with water, but it doesn't react with oil. And usually you can drop it straight in, and it'll only fizz when it gets to the water. And obviously when it fizzes when it gets to the water, it produces carbon dioxide bubbles. Those bubbles are going to rise up through the oil and obviously be released through the top. Another side note, don't close the top or the glass will probably explode. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Now there's going to be lots of people closing them. Anyway, so when it's dropped in, what will happen is basically that all the water, or some of the water, or most of the water, will be carried up to the surface in the bubbles, and you'll see lots of lovely blue bubbles being drawn to the top of the water and then back down again, due to the fact that water is heavier than oil. And once all the CO2 inside the bubbles is disbanded, there's just a load of water there. What's that going to do? It's not going to do anything except for back to the bottom. So, here we go. Now, hopefully, if this works like it's sort of working, I guess. I mean, like, it would be better if there was like a backlight on it or something. Maybe like... Is that good? Does that work? I don't know, I can't tell. Can you tell? I can't tell. Who am I talking to? Nobody. There's nobody here but me. I'm a lonely one. So, yeah, I guess it's sort of working. It looked better the first time I did it, but this is probably still the best take because I'm talking and I'm not running out of things to say. Which is unlike me generally, but you know, when I'm on the spot, it's quite hard. So, just a couple more gummy bears while this works. You can watch this instead of listening to me. Who wants to listen to me? I've got a really annoying accent. I guess you can clearly see why it is the world's cheapest lava lamp. I mean, you wouldn't pay much for that, would you? But nonetheless, it works, and you can see bubbles rising and then falling again, proving that oil and water doesn't react, which is the scientific concept we were testing today, which is good because that bit works, I guess. You can still see the bubbles rising and falling as if they were their own little thing, which they are because they're not reacting with the water, oil, something like that. There's probably a better description somewhere else, but intermolecular polarity. That's the word I was looking for. That's what it is. It's intermolecular polarity. That's the one. That's why you're seeing the water not react with the oil. To find out more on this, you can always Google intermolecular polarity. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just, you know, if you want to do it at home, it doesn't cost much. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, when you think about it, this cost me like, what, $10? And I got a pretty decent lava lamp out of it. I mean, sure, the iPhone that was lighting the back cost me quite a lot more than that, but nonetheless, if you can find a much cheaper torch than one with 4G and cellular capacity, then go right ahead, because this should be really, 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 really easy and really, 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 really fast, which is good. That's sort of the point of these videos, and you can do them at home, as you can tell, because I'm eating and I'm not in the science lab. So yeah, that's it from me, I guess. Follow this channel because I really need followers, and until next week, I suppose. if I do another one next week, which I will be again. So yeah, bye.